Welcome back to my channel. I am Audrylin, Zerilda, KOMTERE, Nauses. Nauses for those who do not speak my tongue. Nauses is a combination of two syllables, no and sis. First syllable no is for Anu. It's an anagram for Anu, and sis for ISIS. SS, we didn't have vowels in the ancient times, so sis is for ISIS. You can research that. Also for Nauses, it's not a coincidence that Nauses is associated with the Gnostic belief. I am the divine Nauses, the divine knowledge, or the divine presence of the age of Aquarius on this earth right now. I am also the enthroned Mother of Earth since 9th of September 2023. Today's message is about the creation of the white supremists and their creators. You have read books about Yakub, one of the scientists they claim who came with the Anunnaki, and how he has created the white race. In the modern days now, we have modern day Yakubs. And the fact that the texts refer to ancient days or times, you shouldn't be looking for people that have left Earth or people who are never on Earth. That means the ancients of days, the Anunnaki, many of us are back here on Earth. The scientists spoken about in different texts of the Yakub story are also present right now. And one of them is Donald Trump. I can only refer you to some of the movies that they have made, and also some of the videos that I have made about him based on my personal experience, spiritually and divinely revealed information about him. I am the divine presence here on earth. I don't need facts, I don't need evidence, factual evidence by a scientist or by book or looking up different manuscripts or texts to compare my truths with these nefarious ones' books, or with people who are not even awake or know who they are here on this earth. Now, like I said, Donald Trump is one of the white supremacist creators. If you watch that video where they explained iPad GOAT 2, you will see that he talks about the 160 pure Anglo-Saxon vaccine. We know Anglo-Saxon has to do with white, being a white person or white-skinned individual. So the 160 pure is vaccine that is using to turn people from a darker skin to a lighter skin. And that is one of the things that they have been using with the seeds that they have been stealing from the mothers of the throne of this earth. One of the recent realizations or discoveries I had is with Michael Jackson, and he is now also one of our seeds from our past lifetimes, mother's seeds from the past lifetimes. I have different experiences also spiritually in astral travels and revelations of Michael Jackson, of how he is one with the family of the throne of the earth. There's a YouTuber that talks about the third president in the iPad GOAT 2 movie. And there also he has some parts of the scientist from another video or another movie called Vaccine, where he's explaining about this 160 pure Anglo-Saxon vaccine So I will put the link in the description box. And also in that movie, there is a young boy that looks exactly like Michael Jackson. And you can see in that video how the hair is made white, like, like if you put some chalk, white chalk on someone's hair, yeah, something like that. That is also telling how the skin is being turned into a different skin or white skin person. The one that has Michael Jackson in is not iPad Go 2. I have corrected it just a few minutes ago in a text that I've written. It is called Vaccine, but I will put the link below so you can see the exact title of the movie where they are dealing with that vaccine of the 160 Anglo-Saxon stuff. And when I put one and one together, that video and Michael Jackson's journey of how his skin has went from a dark-skinned man to a light-skinned person, I believe 100% that Donald Trump is the one who has been creating, who is the modern day Yakub, who has been created the white supremacist race. I'm talking about the white supremacists, because Donald Trump is a supremacist. He thinks he is better than everybody else, even better than his own or other white people. Now in this video, you will see, it's a very short video, so they also explain exactly what is happening there, and you can research more about that. What I believe about Michael Jackson is, as they have stolen many of our seeds from our wombs, womb-snatched seeds that they have, according to their Easter egg project, given to surrogate parents. Some have been programmed to go against us in different lifetimes, and that also includes the original Obama vessel body, or Obama himself. So what I believe about Michael Jackson is that they tricked him that he has the condition vertigo, the discoloration of the skin. And because they had this plan of what I call the white supremacist rule coming back to earth, that we have come to put an end to the slavery of mankind, the slavery against mankind here on this earth. I have seen on one of the Twitter accounts how this group of white-skinned people are being called the so-called saviors of the world, the ones who will save the Americas, or who will save America. And they know, Donald Trump knows he has nothing to do with the bloodlines of the true mothers of this earth, and that he is not the rightful owner of the seat in America. So what I believe is, there are two things that I believe about Michael Jackson, and I have to be very fair because I'm a just being and I'm one of the judges of this earth, whether you believe it or not. Two things. The first, as I said, I believe that he was tricked, stolen from our womb, tricked with their condition, and then they injected as an experiment or continuous experiment, because they already know how to turn a dark-skinned person into a white-skinned one. So then tricking him with the condition and then injecting it. And we know how he has changed over the years. We all witnessed that firsthand. Or number two, he has been part of the plan from the beginning. When he knew, or when he found out about the return of the mother of the throne, only him only him can tell, and only the divine team can tell on the day of reckoning. And with that, I believe also there are different kinds of witnesses that are here on earth that are also divine witnesses, soul witnesses, all kinds of witnesses. So if he is a divine witness in this case or in this situation that we are establishing for end time judgment of this earth, then if he is one of the witnesses, then only he and the divine team knows. So like our Christ said in the past, do not separate the chaff from the wheat yet, or the goats from the sheep, because we can only know for sure on the day of judgment who was who. So with the two perspectives, my perspectives on Michael Jackson's situation, but mostly that I am now aware of how they have created the white race or the white supremacist race. So what's that iPad 2 movie explanation on YouTube, and you will understand what I mean. But now what brought me to this video this week, last week was this, or 2 weeks ago. One of the ladies I know here in Namibia, who's an agent of the place that I'm renting, left the country for a while ago, say maybe in April or June, no, earlier than that probably. And then she was going to return in July or June according to our communications, but I haven't seen. Last time I asked her, she didn't reply whether she was back in the country or not. And then 2 weeks ago I had a dream about her, of how they were using, the packaging for potato chips. When you turn that paper inside out, you will have the foil at the back or on the inside, the shiny part. And then 3 of the ladies were sitting around the table and they were writing their life song on that foil side of the potato chips paper, on the foil side of the potato chips paper. So the paper has been turned inside out and they were writing their song or their life song on that inside foil side of the chips paper. And then when I came there, one of them asked me if I also want to write my life story. And I said, no, I have already written my song. Now they asked, don't you also want to write your song? Then I said, no, I have already written my song. I will also put a link of my song. It is a very profound, divine lyrics that I have written about my life's mission here on this earth, or who I am throughout all elemental essence, divine essence, my divine essence, both in the heaven, on earth, and in the underworld, even though I did not know who I was by the time I wrote that song. So the fact that this one lady that was with the agent that I know, who were writing their stories in that inside out turned paper was, and they asked about the life story or song of the life, of my life, or song of their lives that they were writing, reminded me of their own lives, writing their own life story, turned inside out. You know, when our skin, whether you are dark skin or light skin, when you tear off the top layer, you will see inside we are all the same. The tissues, everything is the same. That is the same explanation from the inside out turned paper of that potato chips packaging paper. So that made me realize they have been convinced, or they have agreed to be turned into white women. And these are dark-skinned women. And I know the agent was also one of the people who have been used against me in terms of not really like maliciously, but those people who are gang stalking, those who are remote viewing, those who are in your energy field all the time. Whenever you do something that is related to them, I will see and feel that energy, their energy of theirs. that means they are related to me in thoughts, or they are aware of everything that I'm doing. For example, when I am ready paying the account that is related to her, then I will feel that energy moving within me or around me. The same with all the people around me. If I, for example, mention the person's name, then I will feel that energy. And that's the way I know this person is attached to Donald Trump and Donald Trump and Elon Musk's project of gang stalking, remote viewing, and mind control of that Rocopacillus and all parasitic entities of mind control. So yeah, so this is how I found out that she is one of the people that in this lifetime are being turned into a white-skinned woman. This is now according to the revelation in the dream. And my dreams I'm never wrong in my revelations, because that is one of the foundations that I've been empowered with to win this race against the nefarious ones, against these planetary criminals. So when I saw this video, when I saw this picture on Twitter about the white supremacist saviors, and Michael Jackson also came up there, and I knew this is what it is. And Donald Trump is the one who is in charge, and his scientists are the ones who are in charge of this project. And they have been putting the blame, or they have been saying in their books that this is Yaqub, one of our brothers. Well, I don't know. Based on that video of iPad Go 2 and the other one, is it vaccine? Based on those two, he doesn't look like a black man. He is a white man. So for him to want to be the God or the king of this earth, it's just but a dream, as I mentioned before. Because they will not have this earth again. And one of the lady who is working, or who is conversing with him in that lab where he was administering the vaccine, looks like Michael Jackson's mother from the past lifetime. She also looks like him. So it could be one of us. We are triple goddesses. Or it could be one of the clones of one of us. So Donald Trump must remember that he will not have this earth this time. He still has all the books, all the information, all the tricks. But I've come to expose everything of every nefarious and malicious being here on this earth. So creating white supremacist men, they are creating race wars. It's one of their agendas. And the sad thing about most of the white supremacists is they must now understand how they have come about. That they were dark-skinned people that were turned into lighter or white-skinned people. And that's the reason many of them hate even those of their own skin color, because they think they are better than the others. Because they understand, or they know deep inside, they were truly not white in complexion. So they hate the original white man, the one who is born naturally white, and they hate the people they come from, originally the black skin they originated from. They also hate that. So they are fighting against both the white-skinned people and black-skinned people. This is how they have created and come about this race war. We are not going to allow this to happen. I am not going to allow Michael Jackson to be part of this in terms of it, to be a white supremacist and to side with these nefarious ones. I'm not going to allow any of our seeds, the seeds of my sister mothers, to support these beings in any of their agendas. Agendas that we have uncovered and exposed, or those that we are yet to uncover and expose. But I know by now we have uncovered and we have exposed so many. Not just me, so many other people are working on that, to expose these nefarious beings and planetary criminals on this earth. So remember, Donald Trump, your white supremacist race is going to fall. You will not succeed. And the interesting thing, as I mentioned in the other video, the previous video, is this. Is it a coincidence that Elon Musk comes from a racist country, South Africa, of the Boers, the most racist white beings, and he's in the Americas, and he's one of Donald Trump's friends, working together with him in cloning, in different mind control entities, using those entities, AI and so on? Is it a coincidence? Because they want to come around again with a new cycle of race wars, colonization, etc. And they will not succeed this time. They will not win this time. I will talk about the options that we have given to these nefarious ones and their gatekeepers and followers. You have only 3 sides and options this time, because I did not come to play with anyone.